I'm Tamara Pimentel in Ermineskin, Cree Nation at the World Indigenous Games opening ceremonies, and I'm with Waneek Horn-Miller. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So for those who don't know, can you just introduce yourself and tell us why you're here?
Well, my name is Waneek Horn-Miller, and I'm a very retired Olympic athlete. I'm here because Chief Wilton Littlechild asked me. These have been his dream for 40 years, to have a World Indigenous Games where we celebrate, our traditional cultures, our sports, and to bring all Indigenous people from around the world together. So when he asked me to come and host the opening ceremonies, I was like, of course, how can you say no? So that's why I'm here.
So as an Indigenous woman, how has sports shaped you to be who you are today?
I often speak about sport as being more than just a pastime. For Indigenous people, and in particular women, it saves lives. It builds. It got me through some of the hardest times of my life. Having that focus, having that stress reliever, which sport was for me. It was a way I could release a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, and the times of life. We can't escape stress. We can't escape those things, but we need to have coping mechanisms. And sports for me was my coping mechanism. And it got me out there in the world. It took me around the world many times, and it's really given me the opportunities, and it was just my physical capabilities that got me there, and a lot of family support, a lot of community support, and a lot of encouragement from people like Wilton Littlechild.
So now the world came to Treaty 6 territory. How is having the World Indigenous Games here going to motivate the youth that live here?
I think the most important thing, and I know it was important for me, to see athletes and to see athletes from around the world come to their community. We're here in the middle of Turtle Island, and they've come from around the world to showcase their talents, to showcase their cultures. That will leave an imprint on every person that watches. They'll walk away with that memory, that good feeling. Sport is one of those things that brings people together. It binds people together. It makes us drop our divisions and just makes us come together in a good and healthy and exciting way. So I think that's going to leave a big impact on all who watch.
And is there any games that you want to see while you're here?
Well, today they had the spear throwing. I think that was the most cool thing to see, to see the age-old spear throwing, which is still amazingly done in so many parts of the world. So that was pretty cool to see.